Academic Readiness Skills for Pre-Kindergarten Students by Melissa R. Smith. Research over the last few decades has proved that high-quality early child care is a key factor in laying a solid foundation for school readiness for children from birth to 5 years of age. This exposure to high-quality care appears especially important for at-risk children's later school success. The Texas Pre-Kindergarten Guidelines, revised in 2008 for the Texas Pre-Kindergarten program, state that the learning experiences of preschool years provide a foundation that guides children academically, socially, and emotionally. In order to provide this necessary foundation, policymakers are currently trying to pass a variety of laws to expand pre-kindergarten and early childhood programs with both funding and professional development standards.
Me learning.
Where is she in
She's not going to second grade.
second grade?
Yes, but she started when she was 3. I mean, and she learned how to, write her name at that age, versus me. I didn't know how to write my name until I was, in kindergarten, 5 years old. And at 3, she's learning how to write her name. And now she's writing, sentences and paragraphs.
At the end of the day, the success of an educational system and what we do as a state, as a local community, is dependent on parents. When moms and dads pay attention to what's going on in their educational activities, we get great results. And this guy, Steve Barnett, who's a professor down at Rutgers, about 12 years ago got inside my head and made the argument that if you prepare your children at the earliest stages to be prepared for school and learning, then they will be better learners all the way through their whole career in the process.
The teacher, taught her how to read, and she's reading and she writes really, really well, and she did the pre-K and kindergarten. She just graduated.
The ones that have the ability to absorb math and science and reading and oral skills end up really performing well.
So our job is really to figure out, are we getting the kinds of results in New Jersey that we've seen in national studies? We see that kids in these urban districts who've been to preschool are ahead in their language and general cognitive abilities, they're ahead in their literacy skills, and they're ahead in mathematics.
She has 3 children. The 22-year-old, for example, wouldn't bring homework home, where the 6-year-old did, and she was writing sentences, and the result was that she did perfect scores, like high scores, in her Terranova test.
The kids still, by the end of 2nd grade, have made twice as much progress if they had 2 years of preschool as if they had 1 year of preschool.
The social piece is very, very, very important to us.
So if it wasn't for this program, she wouldn't have any social skills or academic skills. She wouldn't be around any other children. So I can't imagine just tossing her into, kindergarten. She's going to start.
You grow up, and it's part of what it's who your friends are and how you think about it. And then learning is fun, and it's a social experience as well as a learning experience. There are people in society that will argue this is babysitting, and I'll tell you that is a failed thought. And the reality is what we're doing is bringing school reform to its most important place, the foundation of where a child gets started.
If you ask yourself, why do 4 out of 10 kids in some places drop out of high school? Well, it's because 4 out of 10 of them haven't been doing well since they walked in that kindergarten door. And that's what we're putting a stop to.
We're sustaining it and expanding it, making it better, and allowing more children to have access to it. And if we keep doing that, New Jersey's going to have the smartest, brightest, ablest children grow up with the best chance of success.
These high-quality pre-kindergartens are explicitly intended to advance school readiness in children at least 4 years of age and provide the solid foundation needed for students to achieve later academic achievement success. Forever Growing is a private pre-kindergarten program designed especially to teach academic reading and social readiness skills to children 2 to 5 years of age. It was established in 1990 in Alvin, Texas by Denise West. She started this instruction as an in-home daycare and after-school program. In the curriculum, students were taught academic and reading readiness through situational problem solving, phonological and phonemic awareness, and social dialogue. Denise West believes that a great preschool program is the essential building blocks to academic success. To meet the demands of growing enrollment, Forever Growing abandoned its after-school program and directed its focus more upon the pre-kindergarten instruction. It hired 3 full-time teachers in order to split the classrooms according to age groups. The mission statement of the school is to provide small class sizes, teacher guidance, and the perception that the attainment of knowledge was a continuous process. The school's symbol is a caterpillar and a butterfly.
To there. Good job. And from there to there. You made a square. You say square?
Square.
Good job. Hi, I'm Denise West. I believe that pre-kindergarten is the most important part of school readiness, and that is one of the main reasons that I created Forever Growing. Forever Growing is a private preschool kindergarten. It is designed especially to teach academic reading and social readiness skills to children 2 to 5 years of age. Forever Growing was established in 1990 in Alvin, Texas. It was an in-home daycare and an after-school program was how it originally was designed. After further consideration, the after-school program was abandoned and more focus was put on the preschool curriculum. I believe that a great preschool program is the essential building blocks of a successful academic career today. And that's one of the biggest problems with children entering kindergarten today is the lack of great preschool programs. The mission statement of my school is to provide small classroom sizes and the teacher as the guide to the students. Forever Growing is struggling to keep up with the high enrollment, the growing economic concerns, and the cost effective of training the teachers. Forever Growing is only funded through the tuitions of the students. At this point, I'm trying to keep the cost down in order to reach a wider range of students. Our area is more of a poverty-stricken area due to the economic recession. The problem this year is the increased school costs and the also decrease of the amount of funds available this year. Because of the school's financial problems, I've asked some businesses to sponsor some of our students. I've also tried to raise funds in our community and cut costs in our facility. In the future, I would like to ask our local businesses in the community to help with donation matching, school fundraising costs, and one-time financial gifts. In the future, I possibly will have to increase tuition from up to 6% from 3%. I have also updated the facility's equipment to become more efficient, and I've decided to cut paper and printing costs. I'm currently researching new ways that the school can receive funds through federal, state, and district programs at this point. If the school financially still is not able to obtain its status that it needs to be, then I may have to go up on the tuition higher than 6%. I would hold a meeting with the staff and parents to go over this and vote about the tuition costs. In the meeting, I also will get the parents' ideas of alternatives of what we could raise the cost. In conclusion, Forever Growing is an excellent preschool program, and I do hope that in the future we'll be able to keep our doors open for these students because I believe it is the basic foundation of our children's lives when they start school, that they need the foundation of pre-kindergarten.
Preschool helps give children a firm foundation and a head start in their early years before initial formal education. One of the biggest problems with children entering kindergarten today is their inadequate academic and reading skills, as well as their inability to act in social situations. Daycares and early childhood centers need to teach reading readiness to preschool children because the children will need these skills to become successful emergent readers in kindergarten. Forever Growing is struggling to keep up with the demands and expectations that public education requires of its students. There is an increase in enrollment, growing economic concerns, and cost-effective training for its teachers to stay abreast of the current educational theory. It is difficult for many private pre-kindergarten programs to meet all of these needs in addition to reaching the widest ranges of learners. More and more children are falling behind in their academic and reading skills upon entering kindergarten. The Department of Pediatrics at the University of Texas Health Science Center state in a recent report on the portrait of American children entering kindergarten, increasingly, large numbers of children enter school without the cognitive readiness skills needed to succeed. Forever Growing is a dynamic step towards solving the kindergarten crisis. The school prepares its teachers in their literacy-rich curriculum, mission statement, and researching up-to-date methods of learning. Prospective teachers are taught that these characteristics are the building blocks of the school's curriculum. Forever Growing is only funded through the director and tuition payments. The director is trying to keep costs down in order to reach a wider range of students. The biggest problem during this school year is the increased school costs and the decreased amount of funds available. In response to the financial situation, Forever Growing has elicited the help of a couple of local businesses to provide scholarships to one or two students. The director has made every effort to raise funds and cut costs without cutting quality. She has made every effort not to raise the cost of tuition considerably high. However, the recessive economy and high inflation rate are taking a considerable toll on the school's finances. The director has enlisted the volunteer of other businesses in the community to help with school fundraising costs and donation matching. The school has also asked the community for help to keep its doors from closing by asking for one-time financial gifts. The community thinks that Forever Growing is a considerable community asset. The teachers have opted to forego their annual pay raises. The tuition will also have to be increased by 6% this year. The school has updated most of its facilities equipment to become more energy efficient, and the director has decided to cut paper and printing costs. The director is researching new ways that the school can receive funds through federal, state, and district funding. Some alternatives to raise money are to raise tuition costs even slightly higher than 6%. The school may hold an annual meeting in order to vote for tuition increases as well as receive other alternative suggestions. The director has created a community outreach outcry to her community, created and set up various business proposals, and is currently accepting donations. In conclusion, the preschool years are an essential time in the life of a child. These years are the foundation to learn essential academic and reading readiness skills that will be fundamental now and in later academic achievement. Therefore, private daycares and early childhood centers should be helped with federal, state, and local funds to help teach these crucial skills to all pre-kindergarten children.
It's harder to catch up. %90 of brain growth happens by age 5. Higher teen pregnancy rates, lower graduation rates, lower employment rates, higher jail rates. They can't afford to. Kids are being left behind.